Right.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. You ever look at something in today's news cycle and go, that don't make no sense? Like, for instance, why on a day when apparently a new president is going to be sworn into office, a new regime is going to take over inside of the very building where that event will happen and all of America's powerful and elected people will be gathering in one day, would the doors be left open? That don't make no sense. Yeah, are the doors left open like can you even get on a plane? Try going through TSA without getting checked out. Try getting into, like, let's say a bank after hours. They lock up McDonald's, but they didn't lock up the United States Capitol. That was what we're learning today, after new security footage shows that the doors to the United States Capitol were just swung wide open, letting hundreds of people enter the building. You can see that in the footage I'm about to play for you right now. Now, this footage, of course, comes as a massive shock to a guy like me who has spent quite a while in Washington, D.C. Now, I've worked on Capitol Hill. I've been a reporter on Capitol Hill. I have been inside of the bowels of the United States Capitol. And even with my credentials, which allow me to go virtually anywhere I want inside of the U.S. Capitol when I was a credentialed reporter there for various corporate news companies, I had never in my life seen the doors just swung open. Never in my life. By the way, these are doors that have very heavy magnets on them that could be closed. These are blast-proof doors. These are very sophisticated doors. And yet they're just swinging wide open? This footage is absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. Now, let me state this. I had to go through, you have to go through like a big security screening. You get a badge with your name on it. They go through and do a full criminal background check in order to get you into the Capitol. And every single day that I showed up for work, when I was working inside of the press gallery in the House and then in the Senate in the United States Capitol building, I had a assigned desk and everything. Every single day, they would check my credentials. I'd have to go through TSA-style security. I'd get pat-downs. Even though I had effectively a government ID to get into the building, never once was I actually just let in. Not once. Not once. Not ever. Were they just like, come on in. But here you are, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are. Come on in. Now, it looks like there's 400,000 protesters to, one cop? So what's going on here? They're just going to let them go? Well, there you go. They're just going to let them walk right in the doorway. This is called entrapment. And it's not the first video we have of the January 6th protesters actually getting entrapped. And obviously, definitionally, entrapment is when you are allowing criminal activity to carry on and not stopping it in order to effectively goad those people into further criminal activity, which is what was happening here. New video from the January 6th, from January 6th has revealed that the door of the west side of the U.S. Capitol was left open and unguarded. 300 people were let into the building unobstructed. At the same time, officers fought to keep rioters out of other sections of the building. Security footage obtained by Just the News show Capitol Police officers at approximately 2:30 p.m. escort a few of the protesters who were already inside of the building through the non-public Upper West Terrace hallway towards the marked fire evacuation door. The timestamp indicates that the footage was taken shortly after the first breaches of the Capitol. Footage obtained by the outlet shows that one person exits the door, opens from the inside, allowing 309 people to enter through the access point in less than 20 minutes. The footage released for publication by House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and Republican-led House Administration Committee also showed the Capitol Police officers making their way to the unlocked Upper West Terrace door. However, the officers were not dressed in riot gear, nor did they block the entrance of the rioters as they stemmed into the building. Upper West Terrace, located between the House and the Senate sides of the Capitol, it has been a point cited by many in the trespassing prosecutions by the Department of Justice. Entrapment. According to the outlet, the breach of 309 people, it also noted that the incident's after-action report, current and former Capitol police officers told the outlet that the decision to move the protesters outside of the Capitol through the emergency exit doors was likely triggered by the emergency fire systems and unlocked the entrances. Well, someone's going to have to actually give me data on that. Because here's what I see in the available footage. Here's what I see. I see undercover police officers.
Go! Let's go! Go!
Encouraging criminality. This is footage from undercover police officers.
Help him out!
Help him out.
Push him out! Push him out!
Pushing people
Come on, let's go. Leave it.
for entrapment. That's entrapment. This is an undercover police officer pushing people into the Capitol. Now, there were dozens of these guys. Maybe hundreds of these guys. I've seen them wander around. This is footage that was released.
Drain the swamp.
It's a psyop.
So you look like Antifa with the goggles on, that's what he said.
Hey, they're saying you look like Antifa. Oh, isn't that interesting? Hey, you look like Antifa, guy, undercover police officer, as he chants, drain the swamp. He doesn't want to drain the swamp. He's an undercover officer. This hysterical video shows police officers doing the Spider-Man meme as they encircle a bunch of guys, and then those guys say, wait a second, we're police officers too.
Yes, we're all police.
Police? Yeah, law enforcement.
Yeah.
You show me your credentials?
Will you show me your credentials?
Appreciate it. That's all I need. You gotta do a little. Asking this respectfully. Is anyone armed?
Yes, we're all police.
Police?
They said, are you armed? And they all said, yes, we're all armed. So yeah, there was an armed insurrection. It was just the undercover police officers encouraging people to trespass, which is what they were all booked in prison for. 99% of these convictions are for trespassing. Now, who doesn't happen to seem very, very concerned about the goings-on inside the Capitol? Well, Nancy Pelosi, who actually, in similar footage that was released by Just the News, is seen effectively stopping so that her daughter can get the right shot as Nancy Pelosi is escorted through the Capitol. Her daughter there filming Nancy Pelosi as she wanders through the Capitol building, utterly undeterred and seemingly not worried at all. The footage from that day actually shows Nancy Pelosi looking to behave violently herself.
The service said they have dissuaded him from coming to Capitol Hill. They told him they don't have the resources to protect him here. So at the moment he is not coming, but that could change.
Oh, he comes, I'm gonna punch him out. This is
Oh,
my
no,
moment.
I would pay to see
I've been
that.
waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm gonna punch him out and I'm gonna go to jail and I'm gonna be happy.
What is this? I've been waiting for this? Nancy Pelosi says she's been waiting for this? Trespassing on the Capitol grounds? What do you mean, waiting for this? Is this what they mean? That they opened the doors up so that they could charge people with trespassing? Is this what they mean? And why exactly is Clay Higgins, when he asks the FBI, this is a member of Congress from Louisiana, former prosecutor, why is the FBI unable to answer the question as to how many undercover agents they had dressed as MAGA supporters inside of the Capitol building that day? Again, ladies and gentlemen, entrapment would be proved by one federal officer encouraging someone to behave illegally. That's called entrapment.
Does the FBI have confidential human sources? Did the FBI have confidential human sources embedded within the January 6th protesters on January 6th of 2021?
Well, Congressman, as I'm sure you can appreciate, I have to be very careful about what I can say about when.
Even now, because that's what you told us 2 years ago.
May I finish? About when we do and do not, and where we have and have not used confidential human sources. But to the extent that there's a suggestion, for example, that the FBI's confidential human sources or FBI employees in some way instigated or orchestrated January 6th, that's categorically false.
Did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters inside the Capitol on January the 6th? prior to the doors being open?
Again, I had to be very careful.
It should be a no. Can you not tell the American people no?
It should be a no. But of course, Christopher Wray can't tell the American people no because we actually have it on tape. We have it on tape. Nancy Pelosi saying, I've been waiting for this, trespassing on the Capitol grounds. What do they charge all J6ers with? Trespassing. What do? They open the doors. And they let people storm in so that they can now rack up the convictions for trespassing. Truly, truly evil. I mean, truly. We are very, very excited that Kevin McCarthy is allowing this footage to get out. The American public needs to know the truth. The hooligans who fought or punched cops, those people need to go to jail. I'm not saying that those people did anything are angels. And anyone who behaved violently should also go to jail. I don't care if you're wearing a red hat or a Antifa outfit. If you punch a cop, you hit a cop, you should go to jail. Period. Okay? You shouldn't do that. But when the doors are swung wide open and you walk in, and then you put these people away for years because they walked in, as Nancy Pelosi says, I've been waiting for this, and films herself. Those are questions. Yeah, those are questions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want more truth, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll bring it to you. See ya.